I won't sugarcoat this. I'm down with a crick in the neck. I've told Chris Demm there is no way I can hide it. Woke up with it. It's just something we have to deal with. Just something we have to do.
That's weird. You sleep different or twist and turn it all?
I don't know what it was. I just.
Well, you're locked into your sleeping position, right? You don't move much.
No, I'm on my right side with pillows.
Because you've got a mask and 1,000 pillows.
Yeah. And the mask. Luckily, I have extra long tubing now, so if I do want to flip over, I'm able to.
That is key.
You can get wrangled in that thing.
You
Luxury.
No, that's key. You got to have that.
Take a lesson, young non-breathers. Ask for the extra tubing. It's worth it.
What does Biggie say again? My privilege is showing.
Yeah.
I got the extra tubing.
No, I'm with you on that. You got to invest in that.
Absolutely right. Now, today, I look like some sort of puppet marionette or something.
Dude, it's weird how you're moving.
My back.
I know you like to look at us, but for your sake, I think you should just get in one position and stay there.
My neck today. And I told Chris, it's a crick. Just seems like, oh, you got a crick in the neck. For the next week, I'll be worthless. I mean, it'll for 3 days, it'll be terrible.
Yeah. Are you going to still try to do your other glove? I mean, your pickleball?
Yes.
I don't see how you can.
Not like this. I'm gonna have to get my heating pad on this today.
Will you tell your spandex-clad female coach about your condition? Maybe he or she will offer something.
Maybe. Like I said, the gym.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just grind through that. And then as far as pickling goes, I've got a Wednesday tune-up for a Thursday round-robin match in my league play. And then I've got a Saturday tournament. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Bam, bam, bam.
Go.
Yeah, boy, that went over like a lead balloon when I told the wife last night.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Jeez. Said, yeah, I got to.
This is what I do now.
It's my passion.
It is my passion.
Why can't you support me?
I have to.
Support what? Look, I'm unhappy.
I have to be able to pursue my passion.
Yes.
Which is pickling. And I just, yesterday I said,
well, if you're listening and you're playing, Kelly, hit it to his right.
Oh, I can't move to my right. I can't even look.
He can't go right.
Oh, I can't even turn my head to the right. That means I'll be staring to my left all day and at all times.
Darts at Biggie the entire show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Entirely.
It's weird, but I mean, I'm not going to take it personal.
You can't. Look at this. And I need my belly buddy more than ever right now because with something like this going on, I wanted to.
Oh, you'll need comfort?
Yeah, I'll have to go to comfort food. So get ready for a call, belly buddy.
Lucky for you, I don't think you can get your spoon to your mouth currently.
I'm staring at some mac and cheese right now.
Go ahead, eat it.
It's a possibility. I'll tell you another injury I had, and I was not aware that shoe places would do this. I bought some new shoes last week. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
I don't think you must have told him privately because I don't recall it.
I told
he did mention it.
I told Chris Demm I bought some new pickling shoes.
Oh wait, I do remember this.
I thought so.
Non-slick or whatever.
Right. K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
And
I never owned a brand. I never a pair of those.
I've had two now. I like the brand, but honestly, and I'm embarrassed by the size of my feet. I'm a large guy, I'm big, but I've never liked admitting what my true shoe size.
Your
is.
shoe size.
Yeah, I don't know. It just when you say my shoe size, I think Biggie deals with this too. When I say mine, like my father used to always make fun of it. He'd be like, "Geez, look at my feet are so big," and it's just like, because now usually they're like, "Oh, we don't have that."
Oh, really? I took it as a thing of pride.
Your shoe size,
yeah,
big.
Like just having a big foot, yeah.
Yeah, because like when you're a kid, especially if you're, growing up like we did, athletes were your heroes, and they were big guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I always thought it was cool. Like you'd go in. Like a Champs or a Foot Locker, and they had the big board of like the athlete's feet.
Yeah,
Shaq's
they did
shoe size and stuff. So I always thought that was great. So I always wanted to be one of
bigger foot.
Yeah.
Well, let me admit it to you then. Let me give you some numbers.
Should we try to guess your number?
Yeah, if you want to, you can try to guess my number.
Well, I think Biggie's got the biggest foot in the room.
Yeah, that's true. And I've always felt badly for you about that.
No, I always took it as a thing of pride.
Well, good then.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not going to look down on you anymore about it.
I always thought people with small feet. I always made fun of men with small feet.
Jeff Gordon has the smallest foot I've ever seen.
Mr. Chow had small feet in The Hangover.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny feet, like they said, ladies.
Like if you're not a double digit as a man, I look down.
Well, listen, I was at a NASCAR auction once, and they had a pair of Jeff Gordon's
Like driving shoes?
Driving shoes that he had driven in the Daytona 500. And they were the tiniest little things. They were like size 8.
Yes,
Well, he's a small man.
A lot of the actors and sometimes athletes, race car driver, can be small. So I just picked it. It was like a little tiny, like a little ballet slipper.
A little glass slipper?
Yeah, but it fit. I put it right on his Cinderella, put it right on his foot. So if you want to guess my number, you can.
Huh. Well, Biggie, you probably have a better.
I was thinking you were probably a 13.
Okay. For years, I was 13. For all growing up, I was once I reached age 16, I was a 13 shoe and had been for years. And then about 10 years ago, I had some trouble with 13s. They just didn't fit quite properly. And somebody said, they took that metal thing that I can never remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Dave knows it always. I always say that metal
measures
thing.
your foot.
Yeah. Dave will say the stagometer or whatever it is. The Smigel device.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
The Thompson device.
Yeah. He knows it.
Whatever, Dave.
he knows.
Look, it's probably one of them hundreds of dollars in bars.
Yeah, it probably
Hundreds
has.
of dollars.
He knows the name.
Because he knows it.
He does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The old, and then he names it. So anyway, they did it. They said, you know what? You're a 14. And I said, no, I've been a 13. He said, no, sir, you're 14.
No.
You're 14.
Don't do this to me.
Do you need a moment?
I was embarrassing. I was embarrassed by it.
Break down and weep.
Are you serious? I'm across. Now, when you go 13s, generally places have. You go to 14, it's like, I'll check the back and we'll see.
That's the issue is most of your, I think a lot of your Nikes, your more stylish Nikes stop at like 13.
At 13? You're right. That's true. I've noticed that. So I didn't want to become like this circus freak who gets 14.
See the pickler with the big feet.
So I just didn't want that. So I didn't like it when I went up to 14. But I've dealt with it, and I've gone to 14 a few times. Well, I wear them for a long time. So I go into a place locally here called Omega Sports on Wednesday of last week. And I say, I need some tennis shoes. I'm a pickler. I need tennis shoes.
They size you up and down. You're not a tennis player.
No, just pickle.
Pickle, isn't it?
Get him something real flat on the bottom.
That's true. I said, I need some tennis shoes. He looked at me. Right. Pickle.
I think I know what you're looking for, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
So he says, I said, he's what size? I said, either 13 or 14, which is what I always say. And he said, well, we don't have any 14s, but we've got this K-Swiss in a 13. I said, let me try it on. I put it on. It was a tiny bit tight. He poked my toe, and he said, I think it'll work. It's 13. I said, okay, I'll take it. So I bought the shoes. Pricey. I was there with my son. He bought a bunch of stuff, too. Says some of his friends are clowning his drip, so he needed some new items.
Is that bad?
That is bad.
That is bad, yeah.
And that sounds like a total parent sell to get something.
Yeah,
And
he said...
I doubt anyone's clowning his drip. His drip's pretty well from what I've seen.
I thought his drip was fine.
He stays up on his drip.
All right, help me out here. I'm way behind.
His style.
Your drip is your style, your clothing.
And clowning is...
making fun of.
Yeah.
So he said some
They'd
of
be like, you wearing them old KDs. Oh, no.
Yeah.
What are those?
Yeah. And
So-
it's not like a retro thing. It's just, that's what he had. But
Yep.
I find that a bit hard sell. I think he got you on that. He just wanted some new stuff.
You might have. He said, my boys are clowning my drip. So we go into Omega Sports.
You go one way, he goes
the other. He buys all this drip,
Yeah.
and he said, in fact, he pointed at some shorts. He goes, oh, that is so hard. And I said, is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what that means.
Really good. They're bright pink. He goes, this would be so hard.
That's one of the... He can't wear that to school, really?
Yeah,
Does
he
he?
can. Yeah.
They do. That's what they wear now. Pink and, all these different
It's
colors.
bright colors, man.
Very, very
Yeah.
in, and short. Short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bright
Guys'
colors.
shorts are getting shorter. That's fact.
I live in a very, popular area of town.
Yes.
See tons of people. And the shorts on the men
They're
keep
short.
getting shorter.
Let me tell you what he did.
Skies out, thighs out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at one point, I told him to go to the dressing room and try on the shorts because I really didn't know what size he wore. He goes and tries on the shorts, and he came out and he goes, they were falling off me. I couldn't even get them to stay on. And I looked at them. They were like a drawstring short. I said, well, you did tie the drawstring. Oh, what? I don't know how. What? I said, go back.
Yeah. He didn't.
Tie the string.
Oh.
This is my son. This is my son. So, guy says,
Back to the pickle
I'm
department.
buying the tennis shoes.
He
that-
felt your toe, you say?
He did feel my toe. You know that move.
Scientific. Well, this is your toe right here. I can't argue with it. I'll take them.
He says, your toe's in a good spot. I think they'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay.
Did the phrase toe box come up?
No.
I think that's like the space in the front of the shoe where your feet are.
All right. Well, maybe I should have asked about that because he just did the poke and he said, I think they'll work. So I said, great. And I played with them on Saturday. I played 3 hours on Saturday. Diesel had me out, tune-up match, and it was just go, go, go. And by the end of it, I was just dead. And I had blisters on my heels. They were hurting the whole time. By halfway through, they were really starting to hurt. My toes, my big toes now are purple. They have, crashed into the toe box. So it was really, really painful. And I took them home, and when I took my shoes off, it was just like throbbing. Like Fred Flintstone's feet after they just
swelling, throbbing.
Horrible. Yeah, terrible. So I was upset with myself because I bought these shoes. They were pretty expensive. And I didn't even want to have to admit it to my wife. But I did. I said to her, I said, I need to break these shoes in a little more. And she goes, well, they're too small. Look at them. And she goes, what size you get? I said, 13. She goes, well, you don't wear 13. I said, I know. Embarrassing.
Yeah, why did you do that?
You could have just handled it.
I should have just handled it. Here's what she said. She's like, they'll never take them back. You've worn them already. Now, this is what I used to think. I thought shoe stores do not take shoes back because I'd worn them. They were scuffed on the bottom, of course.
Yeah.
They've got black marks.
That's what I always heard growing up.
Me too.
My parents, because they would lecture me.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you got to make sure you like these because if
You
you
walk
go
to the front of the store, all the way to the front of the store and back.
If you go home and you decide you don't like them tomorrow, you're wearing them because we cannot bring them back.
That's true. Once you wear shoes, that's it. Always heard it. I think that's changing because of online sites that will take them back. Because I thought, I'm going to go back to Omega Sports and see.
Hat in hand.
Okay.
I'm not a 13.
Walking there limping and crying.
I really was, too.
I'm a 14.
Yeah. Different guy this time. And I walk in. And I said, I bought these shoes. He goes, what are those, 13s? I said, yeah. He goes, you probably need a 14, don't you? I said, yeah, I do need a 14. I said, they're too small. He goes, okay. And I said, will you take them back? He said, of course, we'll take them back. Yeah, we take them back. And he then said, when we don't have any 14s, let me call our other stores and see if they have any 14s. So he's on the phone for a long time. And I could hear on the other end, what kind of gargantuan,
Is he still there? Can you get a picture?
It's one of those, I just feel like it's being made fun of. So they're being delivered by special delivery on Friday so that I can have them in time for my training.
Friday, so you'll miss
I have the old
training.
I still have the old pair, so I'll have to go with the old pair.
I'm going to tell you, if you've never, when I was in my mid-20s, I, like you, I was stuffing my feet into shoes that did not fit. And I went and I finally had somebody truly measure my foot.
Yes.
And he went way beyond just, oh, that's where your toe is.
Right.
He pulled out machinery I hadn't seen, and he was like, okay, you're a this size, you're probably a 14, 15, you're a wide, make sure you get a wide shoe.
You pronate, those kinds of things. Yeah, it's totally different.
Life-changing.
Your shoes just have to fit.
It's well worth, doing that instead of just having somebody put the shoe on, press the thumb,
press your toe.
That's what the universal it fits is where your big toe is, but life-changing. And I think honestly that's why, for my size, I've not had foot problems. I got measured years ago, and I've always since then, not always the most stylish, but I buy shoes that work.
Well, I was just really impressed that they took them back. I was really surprised because I told my wife, "Look, I'll make it work," and she said, "You're a 50-year-old man. You're not going to make it work with shoes that don't fit. You're going to be in agony all the time." I said, "Yeah, but I can do it. Don't worry, I'll be okay." For the money, I'm so cheap, for the money. She goes, "Even if they don't take them back, just go buy another pair." And I said, "No, they're so expensive."
You donate them to another pickler.
Yeah, I guess.
And you would come in here too, just limping. I can see it now.
Oh, awful! Right now, I've got a blister. I should show you the back of my foot. The blister on this thing.
I bet
it's terrible. It looks awful. It's all red. So I was just really impressed they took them back, and I didn't know they were doing it. So do stores do that now? They take them back.
I've had I've had great success with a couple of other shoe stores.
I just thought like Biggie. As I was growing up, my parents always.
Oh yeah, growing up, that
yeah.
was it. You know, I think that may have been more your parents. They didn't want to go back to the store. Maybe that was the policy.
Well, it had to be. I thought. I mean, they said shoes are one thing. You absolutely cannot take them back.
I think that's something that once you have children, that's just suddenly in your genes to yell at them, because mostly it's the parents don't want to deal with.
Well,
it
I guess
coming
that's
back.
it. I guess you're
so
right.
they're like, "I pick it." You know, once it is, and you're right. You wear them out of the store, all happy, and
yeah. I just saw a thing about shopping, too, that people are using more and more self-checkout, not because they like the self-checkout, but because they don't want to be judged by the person behind the counter for what they've bought. Like me with my shoes.
Yeah, you can buy all your embarrassing stuff there. You can buy your Anusol, Anusol, or whatever it is that you're using now.
That's for warts and blisters and things.
Well, that goes right on the anus.
Yeah. You got your... Yes, you're right.
You know, all your hemorrhoid creams.
Yeah.
You think I want to walk up there to the, some 18-year-old girl, 20-something girl?
And hand her your hemorrhoid cream.
No.
You don't. You're right. And so it was like 40% of people say, oh, yeah, I prefer self-checkout, so nobody sees
No
what I
judgment.
bought. No, it's a no judgment.
No eye contact, no conversation.
No, nobody there. Exactly. Tim is on the line. Know something about shoes. See, I should have just bought 14s at the self-checkout. But you can't do that with shoes. You know, you have to try them on and everything. Tim, you're talking about shoes and their fit. Go ahead.
Hey, Kelly, man, I don't know why you was walking around trying to be cute and a pair of shoes didn't fit. I was 17. My grandmother would kick me in the tail for trying to be cute like you was.
17. Was her foot big, too?
Did your grandma have a big foot? Is that what it was?
Well, I'm about Demm's age. And when back in the 70s, they didn't make big shoes. You always had old men's shoes.
Yeah.
But I'd rather walk around with old men's shoes than crunked up looking like a gargoyle.
You're right. You're right. And my toes won't be. I will lose both of my big toenails. I've already come to grips with it. I know it will happen. Because, thank you, Tim, and I will not try to be cutesy again. That is the last time I'm doing that.
I will tell you, some shoe companies have come a long way, because I used to, for me, it was always New Balance. New Balance, they were the ones that made a bigger shoe.
Right.
But now, like Adidas, so you can get more stylish shoes in a bigger size now.
No. He's Biggie. He's disrobing.
I'm going to show Kristen my heel. Look at
my God.
heel. I know.
You can see. Look how it's pointed out.
I know. It's awful.
Well, did you have proper sock wear on?
I think so. I had my Bombas. On, and then this toenail is turning purple, and I know.
Oh, he's coming off.
I know I'm losing that toenail. I'm trying to fight that.
Yeah.
With everything I've got
out there, just trying to look all cutesy with your shoes. Look what you've done to yourself.
I know.
You got your new fresh drip.
I know. I was too concerned about my drip.
I bet your wife this weekend just looks like, who did I marry?
I know.
Out there prancing around with your K-Swiss.
And I said, I need your support. I need you to come out and support
I can't.
me. And she
Look
won't.
what you've done to yourself.
She won't even support me.
Please don't put your dirty sock on the counter.
I won't let touch.
Just put it on the floor until it's time. Put on your bad shoulder.
I put it on my shoulder. I'll tell you, it's going to take everything I've got to get the thing back on. I got my Crick working.
I was going to say.
It's horrible in here. It's horrible. No,
you don't think the foot issues traveled up your spine?
I'm telling you.
To your neck,
I think it's everything. I think from the feet, it just goes. And with the crick in the neck, it's like my back hurts now because everything, I try to readjust. It is just terrible.
There was a time, and you remember, when I was a kid, I guess I first learned about acupuncture, being...
Yes.
But it was, when I was a kid, it was just exotic. Nobody did acupuncture. It was something that happened in the Far East.
Yes, that's right.
But I learned a term called acupressure, and my mom always said that if you hold your arm straight out in front of you and press down between the two muscles, right there where you're right below the elbow joint.
Yeah.
That's the pressure point for your neck.
For your neck?
Yes.
That's interesting.
So kind of rub it back and forth and massage. Maybe like when we have a break.
Oh my goodness. That's a really interesting. That's old school there. I like that. Oh, I like that. I'm going to try that. Stacy, you're talking about shoes. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Good morning. P1 from Beach. We love you guys here.
Oh, Myrtle Beach. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm a physical therapist, so I know the area of feet pretty well, but I want you to listen to me carefully. There are two things in life that you get what you pay for.
Yes.
Steak and a good pair of shoes.
Steak and shoes.
Those are, yes.
Give her a T-shirt right now. I want this woman. Thank you, Stacy. I want this woman to have a T-shirt.
You're not going to send her a steak?